Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to another episode. Talks with Tamron podcast. I am Tamron Little, your thriving sister, and this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. How y'all doing today? I am still nasally, but listen, I am pushing. I am pushing. Okay. And sometimes all you got to do, you don't have just a little smidget of strength that the Lord has given you, sis. Just push. So that's what I'm doing. I got a lot of things ahead of me this week, and I'm not gonna let this sinus get in my way of what I need to do. I'm encouraging myself. Sometimes you got to do that. Today I wanted to talk about, so this is how this title came up, Bag Lady. Okay. I think I was leaving work and I had a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. I had a whole bunch of stuff. And, not even that. Like if if I'm like bringing a lot of stuff in, this song just comes up in my head. And so I was going to work and I had a lot of bags. And my and my coworker was like, "Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back." Yeah. And so that song has been in my head every time I'm carrying a whole bunch of stuff. Coming from the grocery store. Every time I'm holding a lot of bags, that song just pops up in my head. And one day I was leaving work and I had a bag. I had my pocketbook. Yes, I say pocketbook. Don't come for me. Yes, I say pocketbook. I don't say purse. I don't say handbag. I don't say clutch. I say pocketbook. Listen, I was primarily raised by my grandmother, so I say pocketbook. So I was carrying my pocketbook, my work bag, and I had this huge box. And I had offered to drive my coworker to her car. And she said, "You need any help? It look like you carrying a lot of stuff." And I said, "Oh girl, I'm good, girl. I got two bags on one shoulder and another one." And she was like, "Okay." And so as we were walking out, she's like, "Tamron, are you sure? Do you need some help? Because it look like you carrying a lot of stuff." I said, "Girl, I got this." Sis, why do we do that so much in life with anything, with, something just as simple as one of your coworkers, one of your colleagues asking you, "Hey girl, you want me to help you with that?" "No, I got it." And knowing good and well we on the struggle bus. So that song came to mind. It is an old song, and it's Bag Lady. So the episode title is, I don't know if it's going to be Bag Lady, you gonna hurt your back, or sis, are you a bag lady? I don't know. But listen, and yes, I know, somebody believe that is a secular song. Okay. It is, but I got some scriptures to back this up, and I'm going to bring this full circle. Um we carry so much stuff, and most of the time we don't even have to. When my coworker asked me if she could help me carry something, and my initial response was, "Girl, no, I got this." No, I didn't. Y'all, I was struggling. And just like the other week, I had a whole, and as I am saying this, like right now, God has given me revelation of instances in my life or just things that happen, and I try to carry so much, even with the little things. Like if you do it in the little things, you do it in the big things. I dropped my coffee the other morning on the elevator because I had too much stuff in my hand. I mean, just, and the reason why I dropped it is because one of my bag straps was like coming down, and I didn't zip up my work bag. And so in order to, hiked up the strap so my stuff wouldn't spill out, I did like this, and I had a box because we went to Texas Roadhouse the night before. So I had leftovers I was going to eat for lunch. I had a box. So I placed my coffee, which was in the Starbucks cup. I placed it on the box. Why did I do that? I don't know, y'all. I placed it on the box. I'm like, oh, okay, it should be fine. And then I hiked up. You know how you hiked up the shoulder or whatever? Coffee just spilled. And it was this nice lady in the elevator. And she was like, oh, no, you spilled your coffee. I said, oh, gosh, it's all right. It's all right. What did I do next? That's the question. What would you have did, sis? Would you have got off the elevator and just left the coffee and been like, okay, housekeeping to get it, environmental services to get it? Or would you have cleaned it up? So she got off before me, and I said, okay, I gotta clean this up. So I got off the elevator, went to my office, and I announced it to everybody. Y'all know what I'm committing. Yes, I announced it to everybody because I was really thinking about that Americana with caramel syrup. Anyways, and I went and got paper towels. Listen, y'all, I almost got squozen. Is that even the elevator doors almost crushed me. They were going to close me in. Now listen, when I was getting the coffee up, I put the trash can in the elevator doors, so the elevator doors went closed. But after a certain time, and I did not know this, after a certain time, it don't matter what's right there, that elevator door is going to close, and that elevator door is strong. It's heavy. So I'm trying to clean it up. I hear the beep, beep, and the door closing, even though I have the trash can right there. Well, it was like the recycling trash can, but it's right there. And I'm looking, and the door is closing, and the trash can is going with it. And so I'm like this, like He-Man trying to pry the door open, and the trash can falling. I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm still I couldn't do it. So the trash can fell. I had like one foot in the elevator and the other foot was outside the elevator. So I had to make a quick decision, y'all. I cannot make this up. I had to make a quick decision. So I jumped in the elevator, pushed the button to open the door because I guess that will reset it. Got the trash can and put it back, and then finished cleaning up the coffee. Yeah, all that early in the morning. Just because I was trying to carry so much stuff, I was trying to carry a load that I should have thought about before I tried to do it. And as I'm thinking now, it is so many instances. And, as you were listening to me talk about this, are there different instances in your life where you was carrying too much stuff? whether that's, literal stuff, literal things, whether it's emotional baggage, somebody else's troubles, somebody else's mess, your mama mess, your brother mess, I mean, baggage. Probably have. And I mean, you might be doing it now. But so that's what I wanted to discuss, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, Lord, you really revealed it to me. And I'm like, if I'm going through that, or if I have went through that, imagine how many of my sisters are going through that same thing. And we can't be thriving if we got all this baggage on us. If we do not, 1 Peter 5:7 says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. If we don't be casting our cares upon God, then we are leaving them within us. This is like heavy baggage. We can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere if you are loaded. Like the plane. They say one carry-on bag and one personal bag. Because if they didn't do that, people would just bring all their baggage and nobody will be going anywhere. Because the plane cannot carry but so much weight. And we can't carry but so much weight. That's why God is telling us, cast your cares upon him, because he cares for us. God did not equip us to try to carry all the burdens. He didn't. So getting to this song, and I'm just going to read the first verse. And I mean, it really resonates to what I was talking about in the office and carrying on the bags and stuff like that. But it says, bag lady, you gonna hurt your bag. Dragging all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to. It's you. It's you. It's you. Ooh, 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 ooh. One day all them bags gonna get in your way. And she goes to say, one day all them bags gonna get in your way. And I guess she know that this will resonate with a lot of women. And we just let that first verse just go. So she says it again. I said, one day, all them bags gonna get in your way. So pack light. One day, all them bags gonna get in your way. Have y'all ever had so many bags till you just tumble over? Have you ever had so many bags? And I think that has happened to me as I'm like thinking about it. Or it may have happened to like one of my children. And I said, hey, let me hold on to that, give me that bag. Oh, mama, I got it. And they fall. That's what God is saying to us. Child, shift the load to me. Give the load to him. Like, we try to carry so much stuff, and then as women, and then at the same time we're like doing so much that if it wasn't for Jesus, come on somebody, we wouldn't be able to get from point A to point B. So with that said, I'm giving you another scripture. Matthew 11:28 and 30 through 30. Sorry. Matthew 11:28 through 30. It says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, If you got so much baggage on you, if you are carrying so much baggage that it is making you heavy, it is, it's just heavy on you. It's so much stuff just piled on you that you just loaded. You like a loaded potato. You just there. I don't know how I got food out of that, but the next part says, I will give you rest. Come unto me, all ye that labor. You doing some hard work and are heavy laden. You are loaded. You got so much on you emotionally, physically, mentally, health-wise, naturally. You got so much on you. God says, come to me and I will give you rest. He will give us rest. He's like telling us. The 29th verse says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Verse 30, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Let that marinate a little bit. We go through, and I don't know why I started getting low, but we go through so much day to day. And God is saying, give it to me. And we're like, no, God, I got this. No, you don't have this. Because he wouldn't have said this in Matthew 11:28 through 30. We try to take on so much, and we have this like superwoman mentality, which is another episode. And when I'm thinking about that, I actually did a panel discussion with Bristol Myers Squibb and a couple of other ladies talking about the black woman, the black superwoman mentality, and how even in like healthcare, even in cancer, how black women put on this superwoman face, this superwoman facade. And so when people look at us, even if we have cancer, they're like, oh, wow, she's not even letting this phase her. It's a facade. It's what we're showing people. It's what we are appearing as, really. And, what we really talked about was, why are we doing, why do we feel as if we have to put on this superwoman cape? And even though that we are going through, we try to obtain everybody else's baggage when we're not even dealing with our baggage, our own baggage, because we're not casting it on God. We're not shifting that load, that heavy load, to him. When he's saying, come, give this to me. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. And as I even say that now, y'all, I'm just like, oh, Lord, listen, I'm stepping on my own toes. I told y'all, listen, when I'm like talking to y'all, I am talking to myself too. Listen, I am by all means, I am not perfect. I am still trying to figure this thing we call life. I'm still trying to figure out this Christian walk. I'm still trying to figure out this motherhood. I'm still trying to figure out this, wifehood, this, marriage. Trust me, I am far from perfect. My marriage is far from perfect. I'm still learning. I'm just like taking you on this journey with me. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want anybody to look at me, and you may have seen me on Essence, you may have seen me on BET.com, you have may even read any of my articles on Women's Health magazine, may have seen me, with Ulta Beauty, speaking at the White House. Listen, that's all God. And I like to talk. I like to speak. I like to encourage others, specifically women. But what I don't want you to do is look at me and look at my life and say that girl got it all together. That girl got everything in line. Everything looks perfect. You see pictures of me and my husband in LA and whatever. Oh, I love their life. I don't do that. Because I'm human. And nothing in my life is perfect. Nothing in nobody's life is perfect. Life be lifing in my life too. I mean, even as I speak now and I'm talking to you and I'm looking and recording this podcast in my closet, I'm going through some things. So I don't want you guys to look at me and feel as if, oh my gosh, she got it together. She got this, she got that, she got this, she got that. Even with all this and that, it comes a price. It does. And I was actually, in my husband, he's always like steps ahead of me. And sometimes he even reveals things to me that I don't even see about me. And so, yeah, I carry a lot of baggage, a lot of bags that I shouldn't be carrying. And so as I am encouraging you, I'm also encouraging myself. So when you do look at me, when you do read my articles, when you do watch my podcast, when you do, watch me on the different shows I have been featured on, I want you to look at me as a woman of God, and not at where I'm at, where I'm going, what I have, what I'm portraying, what, you are perceiving for me. But I want you to get inspiration. I want you to get something out of what I said and be encouraged by it. I want you to be able to grasp on some of the scriptures that I'm reading and take it and study it yourself. Not so much of what you see me wearing, what, how my hair is, which I did myself. I think I did a good job. What bag I got, what pocketbook I got. But just look at the substance that I'm bringing. Whatever I do, I want God to be glorified in it. I don't want anybody looking as, oh, I want what she got because she look like she got a perfect marriage. She look like she got a perfect life. Oh, she be traveling. Oh, she be. Don't do that, sis. We have to be intentional about what we do, what we say, and what we are portraying. So I just had to put that pin in there because I don't want to be portraying someone that I'm not. I do not want to be portraying that I'm all stuck up or I'm so religious and spiritual and I got everything together. Because in fact, I don't. I really don't. And that's why I need Jesus. I need Jesus every second, every minute, every hour, every day of my life. I need Jesus because I can't do this walk in life without him. You know? So, Talks with Tamron podcast is very transparent. I don't want to be perceived as somebody that's so all the way up here. No, I'm still learning too. And one thing that I'm learning is I don't want to be a bag lady. I don't want to hurt my back. I already got back issues. I don't want to hurt my back carrying around all this baggage and then somebody else's bags and then somebody else's bags. And when God is telling me, even in his word, cast your cares upon him because he cares for me. He cares for you, sis. And then I think about why. Why are we holding on to all these bags? Why? Why do we feel like we have to pick up our bags and everybody else's bags? Why? And still, look like we all got it together. Why? Lord, reveal to me why. Is it because of that superwoman mentality? Is it because that we want people to perceive us as strong, as capable, as this, as that? I wonder why. So as you, go throughout your day today, take a moment and say, Lord, I'm shifting. I'm shifting this load to you. I'm giving this load to you. Have you ever seen a car? They got a whole bunch of people in it. Too many. They all packed in that car. And as you see people getting out, you kind of, and they kind of weigh down the back. So like the car is like this, like the front, not intentionally up. And as that weight is unloaded, you see the car, coming back to where it's supposed to be, to its baseline, straightening up. And so it may start off like this. And then as weight is unloaded, it gets straighter and straighter. And it's not like that no more. It's like this. And you can actually see it. That is what God is telling us. Take the load off, sis. Take the load off. Another scripture that I want to leave with you today is from Psalm 55 and 22. And it says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He will never suffer the righteous to be moved. Cast thy burden. Thy burden. What is a burden? Anything that is worrying you, anything that is taking over your thoughts, anything that you think about so much that you can't even do your daily routine. Even things that you worry about so much that you dream about it. You wake up thinking about it. That's a burden. Anything that is holding you down, anything that is holding you back from where God is trying to move you forward to, that is a burden. Anything that's worrying you, whether it's your health, give it to Jesus. And I know you're like, girl, that is easier said than done. I know. But even if you literally write it down and say, and just make a list and say, Lord, you said in your word that if I cast my burdens upon you, that I should cast my burdens upon you because you careth for me. So if you careth for me, then I'm shifting the load to you. I'm giving my finances to you. I'm giving my relationships to you. I'm giving my health to you that I'm concerned about. I'm giving my job to you that is so, some people's jobs is so stressful that it's become a burden to them. Give that to Jesus. Give it to him. Giving my marriage to you, my children, da 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 da. That's how you give it to him. Write it down. Say it. Have your journal. Y'all, I have so many journals. It don't even make no sense. Because I am always writing things down. And you just have to give it to God. You don't have to do it my way. You don't have to do it the way that this book said or the way that that book said, as long as you are unloading and loading it to God and giving it to him. Don't matter how you do it, as long as you get there. You know, I always say, doesn't matter how you get somewhere, as long as we have the same common goal, we are looking towards the same finish line. Don't matter if you get there on a bike, a train, a car, a plane, walk, just get there. And so just get to that point, and that to where you're like, Lord, I know I can't do this on my own. I don't know how it's going to get done, but your word says that if I give it to you, you will give me rest. You will give me peace. Whatever problem is going on, whatever situation, whatever conflict, whatever burden, he said, cast it upon him. Like, get that little fishing rod and phew. And even if you have to do it every day, do what you got to do, boo. Do what you got to do, sis. And I'm going to, I'm even going to be doing that. Like, I'm even doing that. And so what I'm telling you guys, don't think that when I turn the camera off, I'm just like, and just going in my own. No, I'm doing it too. I mean, I even wrote it like a couple pages back, days ago. I wrote my worries down, my burdens, and I gave my burdens to God. So if you're heavy today, something is heavy on you and you feel loaded down, like a loaded potato, like a car that got too many people in it. If you're that car that has too many people in it, drop them people off. Drop them off at the bus stop and leave it there. You know, just like your grandma say, give out. Just go to the altar and unload all your cares, all your anxieties, all your troubles to the Lord. Like, that is exactly what it means. So I pray that today's conversation, today's Talks with Tamarin was eye-opening. And not only eye-opening, but you're able to get something out of this and to really take self-inventory of yourself and to say, am I a bag lady? Don't be a bag lady, sis. Don't be a bag lady. And I ain't gonna be no bag lady either. Because I don't want too much stuff on me that when it's time to move and when God is ready to open that door for me, that I can go and I can walk freely in that door, that I can freely take up this opportunity because I'm light, because I don't have a lot of baggage. And that can even be financial baggage. That can be emotional whatever baggage you got. God said, give it to him. Give it to him. And so, I may even do like a little follow-up because I am like in that season. Excuse me. I am in that season where I have baggage from previous seasons that I need to give to God. And I'm right now, right here, Lord, the baggage that I have been carrying that I shouldn't have, I give it to you. I'm shifting the load to you, Jesus. The worries, the cares, the concerns, the anxieties, I'm giving that to you, Lord, because I know that I can't make it without you. I can't continue to carry this heavy load and do your will. So Lord, I am unloading off of me and loading it to you right now in the name of Jesus. And it is so. So, are you a bag lady, sis? Think about it. And remember that you have the power and the authority to command your day. So, sis, make it a good one. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Love you and I mean it.